All right, everybody, here's just another updated video on how to save money using Save Club. So when you log into the savings portal, now there's going to be a lot more savings portals than just this one, but when you log in, first thing you're going to want to do is put in your city, your zip code, or wherever you're from. All right, I put in Chattanooga, Tennessee, just as an example here. Now, once I did that, I will tell you the first way to get quick savings and pay off your membership is you probably eat food. I don't know very many people that don't eat food, right? So you can get in here, you click eat, and I have dining selected, okay, and it selects everything here, okay. So first and foremost, as I scroll down here, here's a like a Japanese restaurant. Let's see what we get. $5 off purchase, all right? That's already, you know, if you pay $20 a month, all right, that's already a quarter of it. Sticky Fingers is a very famous barbecue place in Chattanooga. I've eaten there many times. I can get a free appetizer, okay? Or free appetizer with the purchase, okay? Pretty cool. Up to $8 right there. Uncle Larry's Restaurant, complimentary appetizer, another appetizer. So if appetizers are $8 to $10, I've already basically paid off my membership, and I haven't even like gone down this list. Checkers, if I want to go get a fast food burger or something, two chili dogs for $2. That's pretty good. Free cheese champ with the purchase of a large drink. So I buy a drink, I get a burger. That's also really great deals for people that have kids, all right, that need something quick. Twin Peaks is a national restaurant chain. 20% off one entry with the purchase of a drink, okay? We got the pizza place here, $2 off, or 50% off spaghetti and marinara. That sounds great. Now, here's the thing, too. When you see, just a couple tips here, if you see where it says $2, you might say, well, that's not a great deal. But when I click on View Deals, all of a sudden, wait a second, here's another deal for 50% off. That's probably worth way more than $2. So if I'm just going through and I'm just kind of browsing, I may miss some of that. You know, Applebee's 10% off. So as you can see, I can keep going and going and going. If you have kids, Chuck E. Cheese, you know, up to 32% off. All you play games, up to 50, almost 49% off. Packages. I mean, there's all kinds of cool stuff there. Dairy Queen, I go here way too often. 99-cent Blizzard with the purchase of a Blizzard. I would definitely be using that one. Abuela's Mexican. I mean, you see, Charlie's is a good restaurant around us. Smoky Bones is another famous barbecue place. Check this out. Free appetizer. So just here, there is tons and tons and tons. I could literally use these every week and save, you know, way more than what I'm paying for the membership. Okay, and I just started. Okay, I'm just looking at like regular food here. Hardee's, you know, burger, free burger with the purchase of the same. I mean, so that's great. Schlotzsky's, $3 off. You know, $15 or more. So you could easily get your money's worth real quick just off of food itself. All right, but there's so much more than food. Now, not all of you travel every day, right? But you may do, you know, things like this. It's becoming summer right now. Golf. Top Golf is a fun place to go if you have one by you. $15 off Top Golf. Look here, if a guy lives in Chattanooga and he wants to go golfing, you know, hey, free green fee with a paid card, okay? All kinds of stuff there. You know, you could look at all kinds of other activities as well. So if I click on entertainment and recreation, Dave & Buster's, this is huge, especially anybody with kids, because you come over here, you get 30% off. So if you buy a $100 arcade gift card, you get it for $70. Free $30. So if you have a family and you got a Dave & Buster's around you, that's $30 right there. That's $10 more than what you paid for your membership in just this deal alone. Okay, and then they have a lot of local stuff like the ghost tours, all kinds of fun stuff. You know, they could say, you could look through here and say, is there something I want to do locally? Okay, even this Pope's Martial Art Academy. Maybe somebody wants to take martial arts. 50% off enrollment. 50% off is a lot. So I encourage you to go through here and see what's going on. A lot of rafting and things in Chattanooga. Look, 15% off lodging, rafting, and zip lining. Pretty good deal because that stuff's pretty expensive as well. So you can look here under entertainment. But now come down here, health and wellness, okay? Or beauty. Where's beauty at? Is beauty separate? Let's see here. We got cosmetics, skin, salon. Okay, let's look at this just for now. You know, Supercuts, get a haircut, guys. $10 off. Well, $10 off color. Women want to get their hair colored. All right. Natural Day Spa, $5 off. So you could look through these things as well and see what kind of deals there are. Health and wellness, there's quite a bit. Cosmetics, skincare. Now, there's some big brands here as well. You know, nationwide brands like Belk get 10 bucks off, etc. Now, if you were to go in your local Belk, okay, you would just look for the coupons that they offer here. Sometimes they offer extended coupons as well, okay? But there's just so much here, okay? Vision, okay, I wear glasses, okay, look at this. Optical, 20% off, 10% off, 50% off, okay? Glasses USA, I bought a lot of glasses here, okay? 25% off could be pretty big, okay? Especially if you get, you know, pretty expensive frames. But yeah, you just go through here. There's so many savings here to go through. Now, let's look at travel, just so I can teach you some things about travel real quick, okay? So if I come up and I click travel, I just want to give you some tips here. When you look at travel, let's just go to Las Vegas here. You could pick any city. What's nice is, you know, you may pick a city close to you. There's these things that we call staycations. And like I live by Nashville, so I could go downtown Nashville and just get a hotel. It's only a half hour away, but it would feel like a little vacation. All right, but I want to show you how to look at things. First of all, you put your date in. Okay, this automatically chose a date for me, but I could choose my dates. And up here, it says recommended, but you could also click on it and do a discount or low to high. So if I just click on low to high, it's going to show me the cheapest prices. You know, I mean, $5 a night is crazy. Now, in Vegas, they charge a resort fee, so it's actually $63. But, you know, if you look, Priceline charges $19. You get it for $5. Okay, so you could look low to high if you want to do it that way, or what you can look at is a discount. Discount usually means the best savings. Okay, so for example, Four Queens, Priceline, $149 a night. Hotels.com, $182 a night. You're talking about $72. All right, that's a pretty big discount. Rio, Priceline, $45. Your price, $8. So as you scroll down here, and then I'll show you how to compare as well. So you can just keep going and look, and let's go into some nicer hotels as well here. The Waldorf Astoria, okay. $194. This is a very nice hotel in Las Vegas. Okay, so let's look. So once you click on it, and while I do that, I'm gonna open up Priceline. All right. So a couple things here. A lot of times when they list something like this, standard room, they're not saying the name of the room because it's such a good deal. Okay. A lot of times it's the same room as you get down below, but standard room with a king. Okay. Now look, $279 for one night. That includes all taxes and fees. All right. You can scroll down if you want to look at names like One King City Bed, City View, and that is $283 total for one night. Okay. Now I want you to notice something. What we did here is I went and look, Tuesday 6/17 to Wednesday 6/18. This is the Waldorf Astoria, Las Vegas. Okay. So I went over to Priceline example, and everybody thinks Priceline has great deals. And I want you to notice that it's the same hotel right away. Okay. And as I come up here, you will see it's the exact same date. So we're talking apples to apples, same hotel, same date, same everything. The cheapest room they have is $334 with all fees. Okay, that's the cheapest room. All right, if you can get that. If not, it's $394. All right, our cheapest room, now that's a city view, but our cheapest room again is $279 all in. All right, so that's at least $50-$60 cheaper. Even the city room's $283 for the city view compared to that. So why would you come over here and spend this money for the exact same room, the exact same night, on the exact same dates, when you can cut on our service and save a lot of money? Again, that savings right there, is a couple months worth of your membership. Okay, just that one savings alone. And, you know, you could go down, depending on the night, you could find even bigger deals and bigger savings than that, okay? It just depends on what you're looking at here. So, like, if I change the dates, for example, that's another fun thing to do, is change dates. So let's say I want the 23 checking out on the 25th. I hit done. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I have to hit that. But if you are going to travel, you can definitely save a lot more than your membership. Now, you know, look at this right here. Now, this is a crazy deal. This is a crazy deal. Caesars Palace, one of the greatest places. Hotels.com, $910. Orbis.com, $910. Our price, $277, $748 total for 2 nights. Okay, even if this is with all fees, we're a lot cheaper than them. Okay, so you can just scroll down. That's a great savings there, and you can just keep looking at all these deals. So that's how you do it. You can search by discount, or you can search by low to high and just see what's going on as far as if you want the cheapest place. And you could do this in several places as well. You know, there's a lot of main places, but let's just say, let me just look at like Chattanooga, Tennessee again. Okay, because we're looking at a big tourist area there. So let's just see what happens if I'm looking at like a normal, kind of a small city that you're going to. Because a lot of people, you know, you're just going to go get a hotel at a random place, not necessarily Las Vegas. What's interesting enough is when you go low to high, a Motel 6, which is barely nice at all, for $44, and that's way more than the $5 hotel at Vegas, right? But let's say I want to hit discount, see if anything's discounted there. Okay. Sometimes these small towns, the discounts aren't, it depends on the date you go. But right now, District 3, Ascend Hotel Collection, $103, ours is $79, okay? So you can definitely save. Priceline.com, $159, this is, or $199, our price $159, okay? Again, a couple months of your membership just in travel alone, okay? Now, you can look up additional things too, like gas. Now, well, I'm in travel here. Let me come over here back to shop. Okay. And certain cities, now not everything has this, but if you have a refill market or a double quick, I think these are maybe East Coast, 25 cents off per gallon on your fill up. Okay. Double quick, 25 cents off per gallon. Okay. You can also look for things like groceries. Sometimes, depending on your area, there may be stores that offer discounts even on groceries, but it might be in your area. It's like Giant Food online. Now here's something like Albertsons online. You could get deals right there. Now one thing I would tell you to look at and do this right away is grab this, because this is free. You can grab your own pharmacy card here, and you can immediately download it. And if you are on any sort of prescription at all, I would definitely download this and then give it to your pharmacy and see if you save quite a bit more money on your prescription drugs. All right, that's another thing. One other thing I tell everybody to do right away is go check out insurance. Okay, like Big Car Savings Insurance here. If you click on this, all right, you can save up to $744. What you would do is open this up, and again, you see our Safe Club logo, it's opening it up. And what it's going to actually do, it's going to actually shop all the insurance companies. I've seen people save hundreds of dollars, if not over $1,000 in a year, just off of this one deal, which more than pays for any membership at all. Movies, you know, Mission Impossible's out, you know, you can go, look, they got Cinemark, you got Regal Cinemas, you got AMC. You can do that. If you're going to do concerts or any sporting events, look up tickets, okay? Because we have cheaper tickets out there. And again, this is a lot of stuff in your own area. You know, like sometimes, like Premium Seats USA right there. You know, like for example, Legoland, Florida, that's awesome, but that's not really by me. And unless you're going to go there, you might look at stuff like that. But I might say what concerts are coming in to town, and I could go and get discounts on that in sporting events, okay, in my local backyard. All right, so make sure you do this. Also, shopping. A lot of times you can find some really, really good deals on shopping. You know, if you got a little girl that wants to get her ears pierced, 20% off, $35 or more at Claire's. All right, Bass Pro Shops. Finish Line, I think they have some sweatsuits on sale or something, some joggers, yeah, 30% off some joggers. Let's see, Foot Locker, let's see what they got. Free shipping. Men's Warehouse, okay, 10% off your entire purchase, guys. Father's Day is coming up, so that might be good. Same with Jose Bank. Go get your dad something, get 10% off. Kohl's 15% off. Now here's the trick. A lot of times you can't use this in store. Sometimes you can, but if you can't, buy online and then go to the store and they have pickup. So you can go, I could buy something right now and drive 5 minutes to my local Kohl's, tell them I'm in the parking lot and they will bring out my purchase right to my car. Okay, so you can do that. All right, so again, I could go through this all day. There is so many savings in here depending on what you're looking at. Gift baskets, okay? That was good for Mother's Day. Flowers, there's discounts on flowers, all kinds of stuff. Cosmetics, perfumes and colognes, watches. I mean, you name it, you can get really, really good deals. Athleta Online, these are workout clothes and stuff. Shark too. They have some pretty good deals sometimes if you log in here, as opposed if you're going to buy like a Shark instead of going to your Walmart, you can do that. Here's something too, Paramount Plus. You know, a free trial if you want, you know, to stream something. Sometimes they'll run real good deals on the streaming service if you don't have a streaming service, so you can do that. Okay, so anyway, I could go all day here, but you can save a ton of money using this app, but all you got to do is dig in and do that. Sometimes they'll have a coupon code for you to use and you'll print out the coupon codes. Sometimes it'll just connect right to the website, you know. Like it says, use coupon, get 2 leggings for $24. Women, that seems like a pretty good deal. You know, and do that. So, but dive in, because there is no way. For example, let me show you one more. Okay, I know I've talked a lot on this video, but let me show you one more here. Sennheiser, 50% off, use coupon. Okay, click to redeem this offer. Now, if you don't know what Sennheiser is, they have some very high-end headphones and things like that, okay? So if I were going to use this, let's see, coupon here. All right, so check this out. Momentum 4 wireless headphones. These are extremely good headphones for people that really, really want like the best sound out there. Okay, you get it for $329 with free shipping. If you go to your local Best Buy, it's $379 for the exact same headphones. That is, you know, what is that, $50 difference, right? So, you know, how many months of membership is just that deal right there, okay? Again, you could find deals like that. You could also do the same thing with appliances, refrigerators, washer, dryers, all kinds of stuff. But all you got to do is dig in and search, and you will find deals just like that that more than pay the membership. And the greatest thing about Save Club, I always tell everybody this, you know, if you handed me $20 and I handed you back $200, would you do it? You know, so let me just draw that out. If you handed me $20 and I handed you back $200, would you do it? I don't know anybody that says no to that one. Now, what's interesting enough is I've showed you probably more than $200 in savings, a lot more than $200 in savings in just a couple minutes in this video. And people can actually get in Save Club and use this stuff every single day. And you get to use a lot of these deals over and over and over again. Which really, really racks up the savings, and it's so much more savings than what anybody spends. That's going to keep a lot of retention over here. Why would anybody quit when they're saving way more than what they're spending? So I hope you enjoyed this video on a little bit of training here. We'll talk to you later.